anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Washington State Cougars, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Washington State's offense will start this game off. Guys, every now and then you can take the emotion of rivalries for granted, but last year when the Huskies and Cougars got together, that was as dramatic as anything you could think of. A cathartic win for the Cougs, who sent UW off with an L.
This is a tremendous rivalry, the Apple Cup, and it looks a little bit different now that they're no longer conference opponents, but that doesn't mean they don't like each other any less, David. These two teams go at it. The fan bases dislike each other enormously, but we're expecting a great one.
Well, and you always love it with the bragging rights, right? In the state of Washington, whoever wins this football game, you get to talk. Last year, Rodgers puts up a bunch of numbers, but it wasn't enough. Washington State got the dub. Big game, big matchup.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Got his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got it in the middle, it's Meredith. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll run the screen. He's loose. Oh, a lot of space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Cougars had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. operating in the red zone here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense has the ball for the first time. Williams will pass. Quick strike complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Williams. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Offense set on 1st down. Hands it off. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Williams looking for a man. Quickly to the tight end. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Creates a little room. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Washington! The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Washington State lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll run it. Creates a little space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back. Bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off. You're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Williams will pass. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to set up the screen. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The handoff to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington State going back to work on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Looking downfield on first down. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, Washington State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got room at the 35. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding.
It's a running room. There he goes. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Williams looking for a man. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Huskies.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A quick pass to the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Makes a move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Great place to start for this offense. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Baker. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They punted away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. And the Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that route. Good coverage.
And they stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down and short. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Runs through the tackle. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the 3rd. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The Cougars will have it 1st and 10.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Trying the left side. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. With the catch, it's Evans. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Number 96, on to kick it away.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. They've built a cushion, they've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Washington State going quickly.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Bringing the heat. Sets up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Washington State has it all working right now. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. He's got it on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Tripped up for the tackle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Williams looking for a man. Throws to the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is why coaches get paid the big bucks. Tough decision on your own side of the field. 4th quarter, I'm trailing. Is it go time now, or do I trust my defense?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Got a little space. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads it left. He makes a grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. With the run on 1st and goal.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone for a touchdown, and now they just need the extra point to take the lead.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this.
Turning on the Jets. The 10. Touchdown Cougars. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Trying to punch it in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Williams will pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top here late in the game. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Rush is on him. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. And he drops it. Oh, he dropped it, and the game's over. A chance to win the game in his fingers, and it just slipped through them.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to